I'm still waiting for my lock stuff. But you know how you have friends that love you. They're the kind who know that, you have invested way too much of your self-worth into the idea of doing your little virtual concert and who've agreed to come. And, they're like, "Oh, you can't keep me away." But then when you tell them that, "Oh, I think I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling a little tired, but I think I can do it." And they're like, "Well, why don't you just rest until then?" And I'm like, "Well, just woke up voice is tough to overcome." And she's like, and then they're like, "Why don't you just rest?" I mean it. Go to bed. When you have friends who send you to bed in a very, very, I had a memory of being 4 years old. I never liked naps because I was always afraid of missing something. And I would be like, "I'm not tired. It's the middle of the day. I don't need to sleep." And my mom would always make me go to bed. And then she'd try to wake me up, and I'd be very upset at her for, trying to wake me up when I was very, very tired. And she's like, "So that's the vibe she was very much giving off." It did not really feel like I had a choice. In fact, if I read back my texts, I'm pretty sure she was pretty clear that I didn't have one, that she didn't want to hear about my not having taken a nap. But I did. I took one, and I hate napping during the day. It just feels like a waste. It feels like I'm burning daylight for no good reason. It just feels like I've been put in a timeout. And I'm 48 years old, going on 49. I don't do timeouts anymore. Anyway, she said very maturely. And I thought, I'm not tired. I'm not even that tired. I mean, maybe I can, watch a couple of episodes of Grimm, or, you know, first I'll do a little ASMR so I can not be lying to my friend who I told that I was going to lay down, even though I really didn't really was going to take a nap. And so I listened to some ASMR first, and I didn't even get 10 minutes, I don't think, of a video, and I was out like a light. Those are the good friends. Friends that send you to bed are good, good friends. And I feel like I want to sing another song, but I'm not sure. I'm medicated now. Because I'm supposed to take my medication at 7:30, and technically, right now, I should be laying down again. That's sort of the schedule. I'm supposed to take it at 7:30, lie down, sleep till, because I'm a polyphasic sleeper. Sleep until, you know, 1, probably. Get up again, feed the cats, do some stuff, and then be ready to go back to sleep, usually between 3 and 5. And then wake up at a reasonable hour is the plan. Although apparently my body has been wound so tight for so long, it is very tired. And so I'm getting a lot of extra sleep that I wasn't really asking for. But I still feel like singing a song, so I might. I don't know. People who are really, really sweet about Bleed Out. It is one of my better ones. It is one of the songs that I know that I kind of know how to sing. The other two are just a couple of my favorites that I just love singing because they make me happy. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a song that makes me happy or a song that I know that is good for me, or if I'm going to sing at all. I'm feeling very, very glad to be on camera for some reason. Could be I'm a little stoned. That's part of the medication. Anyway, I have learned something about friendship. I have learned the importance, the deep, abiding importance of letting my friends know how much they mean to me. Because I had a friendship I thought was actually over because I wouldn't tell her that I missed her, that I missed the time that we spent together doing absolutely nothing. And so when she would go away for space and maybe not necessarily communicate she was done with space, um, I got to a point where I started to feel rejected, and I started to feel, because inevitably when she would come back to talk, it would be about something that was on her mind. And I decided to feel used by that. That was a story I was telling myself. The story I was telling myself was that I was useful to her and that she didn't really love me. And so we had a nice talk, and I realized like how much of our misunderstanding I'd set up by not letting her know what she means to me. Because part of my thing is like the song from the song Shameless, I could walk away from anybody I ever knew. That is the attitude that I bring to most of my relationships, even with people that I love who have permanent pieces of my heart. I will tell them they're amazing. I'll tell them all the wonderful things about them, but not that there's a part of me that they would take with them if they ever left, and it would hurt. So that was better. And so I've been having these much deeper connections, which I've needed desperately, and of which, frankly, since the crazy COVID breakup of my relationship, and then as a result, most of my friendships at the time, I told myself I didn't really need, and I had become afraid of. And so I'm feeling very blessed and very happy to have really good friends who recognize like my limitations and care about them. They're not just inconveniences to them. They care that I feel a little better. They're not invested in me getting well. They're invested in me not feeling worse. They're invested in me feeling better right now if it's possible for me to feel better. And that is really a lovely, wonderful feeling, because most people, when you have these kinds of illnesses, their investment is in you getting better. Their investment is in you getting well and being able to do all the things that you guys used to do together. And they don't understand the kind of pressure that puts on you to be okay for them. Because then when you're with them, you start performing a level of health that you don't feel, which adds a layer of stress and strain that you don't need. So, shout out to my lovely Yaska. I love you very much. Thank you for setting me straight. Also, thank you for being super, super protective of me always. And now I'm probably going to go to sleep because I can tell that my body really wants to be laying down. Good night.